you're telling stories from real life like I am, it's often hard to know just where they begin. In this particular story, it might seem as if the beginning was the end. I'm certain Tiger Lil thought so, that night in November 1871. Tiger Lil, the Queen of Virginia City, toast of that famous mining camp.
Frank.
Well, I didn't expect you to meet me out here.
Oh, the dressing room was hot and there were too many girls around. What's the matter, Frank? Are you in trouble?
Trouble? No, I'm not in trouble.
Oh, thank goodness. Your note gave me an awful scare.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just wanted to see you for a moment to say goodbye.
Goodbye?
Yes. I've been called back east unexpectedly. I'm leaving on the night stage in a few minutes.
Well, you're not going for good, Frank.
Possibly not for good, but it does look like it'll be a long time.
Well, I kind of thought you were planning to stay out here. Maybe get married and settle down.
No, I'm afraid not. Man has to find a girl first.
And you haven't.
Well, not one who'd be right.
You mean a lady?
Let's just say a girl who's used to the same things I am. I know it sounds stuffy, Lil, but I'm sure you understand.
Sure, Frank. Sure, I understand. A smart young mining engineer like you from the East. Fine family. Fancy friends. Well, you should be careful to pick a wife who'll be a credit to you. Well, I wish you luck, Frank.
Thanks, Lil. I wish you luck.
Me? I don't need any luck. Why, what more could I want than being the Queen of Virginia City, with every man at my feet? You better go now, Frank.
Yes.
You'll miss your stage.
Goodbye, Lil.
Goodbye.
Hey, Tiger, what are you doing out here? The boys are yelling for you.
Let him.
It's a new fellow in there with his pockets just busted. What'd you say?
He's gone, Tony. Worked out on me.
Frank Johnson?
Said I wasn't good enough for him. Well, I'll show him. I'll show him I'm as good as he is. I'll show him I can be a lady.
Sure you can, honey. Sure you can. Now you go inside and fix yourself up. That crowd's waiting to hear you sing. Tiger!
Through, you hear me, Tony? I'm through. I'm through singing. Through dancing. I'll never go to saloon again. You hear me? I'll never go to saloon again.
And from that night on, Tiger Lil disappeared. As the years passed, her name became a legend, not only in Virginia City, but in other mining camps of the West, like the town of Bodie, high up in the Sierras. Every girl who worked there dreamed secretly of being another Tiger Lil. But the most you could say for them was that some of them dressed as well as Lil used to.
And then he put his arms around me and kissed me.
And what did you do?
What could I do with my hands full of money?
Hank.
Bad news about Bessie.
Yes, Doc says she's got the pneumonia.
She would get sick. And with that big shindig coming up tomorrow night.
Ain't you got a heart, Hank?
Sure. Pure gold.
Beats in time with the cash box.
Where are you girls going?
Miss Millet's?
The dressmaker.
What, again?
What do you keep buying liquor for?
My stock and trade.
Clothes is ours.
Good morning, Miss Millet. Nice day, ain't it?
Fine.
Well,
Miss Millett.
Oh, how do you do, Mr. Colbert?
You shouldn't be carrying such a load.
Oh, they don't weigh anything.
Here, let me take them for
They're
you.
really just some dress goods and ribbons and lace.
Vanities.
Necessities for a dressmaker.
Sure, but I'm glad to see you don't go in for such fripperies yourself, ma'am. The way some of the females in this town trick themselves out is enough to make a man blush for shame.
Thank you very much.
Oh, I'll take him inside for you.
Very well. Thank you.
You're welcome. You know, this is the first time I've ever seen your shop except through the window.
I'm getting some heavier curtains. Brocade.
Uh-huh. Mighty nice place you've got here.
It serves.
You do a right smart amount of business, don't you? Dressing those dance hall girls.
I manage to keep busy.
It's a mystery to me, though, how a little lady as plain and sweet as you can make the kind of clothes that almost tempt the devil himself.
Very simple. I just pretend I'm the devil and work from there.
Oh, so you cook, too.
Do help yourself, Mr. Colbert.
Good. Yes, sir? You know, Miss Millett, the first time I ever laid eyes on you, I said to myself, Ira? Ira, I said, there's a real woman for you. Make a fine wife. Not one of these fancy females, these
Daughters of Babylon?
Yes, exactly what I was going to say. Daughters of Babylon.
Hi, Miss
Pansy. Hi, May. Hello, girl.
My stars and garters. Look who's mooching a free meal off in Miss Millett.
Did you know, Miss Millett, that this guy's pants haven't got any pockets in them?
That's not true.
Certainly it ain't. He's got pockets, only they're sewed up.
Let's see.
No, girls.
Oh.
I'll be back, Miss Millett. When a respectable man can have a respectable talk with a respectable woman.
Leave the door open and clear the air.
If I was you, Miss Millett, I'd toss that guy right out on his ear. All the psalm-singing, mealy-mouthed hypocrites.
Come on now, Pansy. We'll try your dress on first, and we'll get to yours next, Sue.
Will it be done by tomorrow night? I mean, for the big doings.
Oh, don't worry, Pansy. I'll finish it. Plenty of time. There we are. There we are.
Oh, that's pretty. You do swell work, Miss Millett.
Oh,
it is pretty.
Whose dress is that? Ain't it beautiful?
Oh, that's Bessie Hart's dress.
But she's sick, you know.
I know. It's such a pity. She was counting on wearing it so much.
Well, look who's coming into town.
Oh, who is he? Wonder where he comes from.
Wonder how long he's going to stay.
Miss Millett, you should have seen him. Handsome. Oh, la la.
Like a knight on a charger.
Sue, dear, if you'll put your dress on now.
Ain't you interested, Miss Millett? In men.
Oh.
Not at all.
Well, of course I am.
Well, you certainly don't act like it.
Ain't you never had a beau?
Oh, yes, Pansy. Dozens of them.
Gee.
What kind of a life without men?
A very peaceful one.
Hey, Johnson!
Jim Bryan. How are you, Jim?
Thought you were coming in on the stage. I rode into town to meet you.
Well, I had a few stops I wanted to make along the way.
You look like you could do with
A bath?
That too. But you better wash the dust out of your throat first.
Well, now, that's a good idea.
Well, just mud in your eye.
Howdy, Mr. Bryan.
Hello, Hank. Meet Frank Johnson.
How do you do?
How's that?
Mr. Johnson's a consulting engineer from the East.
First trip west?
No, Hank, I've been out here before.
Set him up again for the gentleman, Ed. That'll match, Mr.
Well, that's
Johnson.
mutual.
Hello, Jim. Who's your friend?
Mr. Frank Johnson, Pansy Tate, Sue,
Just Sue.
and May.
How do you do?
Hello.
Hello.
You're wasting your time, girls. Frank's a woman hater.
Nothing of the kind, Jim. He does me a grave injustice.
Ready to go over to the hotel and get settled?
Yes, I'd like that very much. Ladies?
He's out of our class. Yeah, he's a gentleman.
Well, let's us be ladies.
Oh,
Good evening.
Mr. Coburn.
I hoped I'd find you alone. I brought you this.
Thank you.
Sweets to the sweet. It's the best candy you can buy. Came in on the stage this afternoon from San Francisco. Will you see, they have coconuts and caramels and everything.
Oh, won't you have one?
Well, since you press me. Miss Millett, I ain't one to beat about the bush. And there's no telling when them Jezebels may be popping in here again, interrupting us.
Who?
Them customers of yours. Why, they're Satan's own brood, Miss Millett. And there's nothing they'd like better than to lead you down the same primrose path.
Oh, I don't think you need to worry about that, Mr. Coburn.
You should have someone to protect you. It ain't right or natural for you to live alone like you do. You need a husband.
A husband?
Now, don't get me wrong. I ain't aiming to rush you. Take your time and think it over. Marriage is a solemn business, not something to be gone into without due consideration. I'll drop around tomorrow for your answer. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Men who work hard, play hard. And in the mining camp, holidays were something they really looked forward to. Even Miss Millett found herself walking faster as she went about her business. Just a mite too fast.
Oh, good morning, Mr. Johnson.
Good morning.
Going to the dance tonight?
Well, possibly, if I can make it.
I'll be looking for you. Special.
Thank you.
That's mighty pretty perfume you're wearing, Miss Pansy. A fella can smell you coming a mile away if the wind's in the right direction.
I thought you didn't go for dance hall girls.
Oh, I have my weak moments.
Well, don't count me as one of them.
Hello. Hello, Pansy.
Is my dress ready yet?
Yes, I'm just getting the bastings out now.
Good. Folks is already arriving in town. Hitchin' Rails is filling up. Boy, wait till Handsome gets a load of me in this.
Who?
Fellow who hit town yesterday. Remember? He rode by here. Answer to a girl's prayer. If I don't knock his eyes out in this outfit, I'm going to start taking in washing.
How do you know he's going to be at the party?
Why, everybody's coming. Not everybody in Bodie.
You mean almost everybody.
Why don't you go, Miss Millett, for once? I mean it. Do you good to step out and have a good time. How about it?
In this costume?
Well, you must have something you can wear.
Oh, Pansy, you know the old story about the shoemakers. Well, it's the same thing about the dressmakers.
Well, you can whip something up.
Not in half a day.
If you started right now, you could...
Pansy, I have too many other things to do.
What?
Well, I've got to take Bessie Hart's dress over to her.
But she's sick.
She sent word that she wanted it anyway.
Is she crazy? With a temperature of 104?
If it means anything to her, I'm going to take it to
All
her.
right. I'll take it myself. And in the meantime...
Pansy, it's no use. I'm not going to that party tonight. Wild horses couldn't drag me. here I am, Bessie.
Did you bring it?
Oh, yes, wait till you see it. It's not much in the hand, but when it's on, it's just beautiful.
Hold it up against you so I can see.
There.
Ever since I come to Bodie, I've been saving my money for this dress. I could just see myself in it tonight. Knocking them all dead.
Oh, now, Bessie. There'll be lots of other occasions, dear.
You can't fool me, Miss Miller. Even the doc can't fool me. Next time I do any singing, it'll be with a heart.
No, Bessie.
No, don't put it down. I want to look. Goes nice with your red hair. Miss Millett.
Yes, Bessie.
Don't laugh at me.
Well, of course not.
I know you ain't the dancing kind, but if you'd just wear it for me.
Me?
We're pretty near the same size. I'd like to think it was there, even without me in it. Be something nice to dream about while I lay here.
Now, don't you worry, Bessie. Your dress will be there. I promise you.
For somebody, Pansy?
Oh, mind your own business.
Good advice for you to follow, too.
After I graduated from college, the first important job I had was in Virginia City.
How long ago was that, Frank?
6 years. But just like everything else, the place had changed.
Say, did you know an old man Mackenzie in Virginia City?
Will Mackenzie? Well, yes, I know him very well.
He's here now, right down the street. Would you like to drop by and say hello?
I certainly would.
Miss Millett? Miss Millett, it's me, Ira. Miss Millett, it's Ira.
Miss Millett! No, it can't be.
Good grief. And to think it was my idea you're coming. Cut my own throat. That's me, the big chump.
Pansy, I didn't come because of you. I came because Bessie asked me to.
Don't make no difference whose idea it was. It's still a good one. Let me buy the first drink, Miss Millie.
Well, all right. Maybe just a little wine.
Fine, fine. Good. Wine for Miss Millis. And to think that all the time you were living right down the street with them looks. And none of us noticed.
Yeah, old Mackenzie's been doing pretty well.
I'm glad to see it. Hasn't changed in 6 years. Jim, I'm a bit tired. I think I'll turn in.
Oh, come on and have one more drink. It's still early.
Well, all right.
Dance with me, Miss Millett?
Oh, please, not to that music.
What's wrong with it?
Nothing's wrong with it. It just brings back memories, that's all. I used to sing to it years ago.
She sings. Did you hear that, boy? Miss Millett, sing. Hold it, George. Will you sing for us, Miss Millett?
Oh,
Forget the memories. Tonight's tonight, and the place is yours.
Beautiful dreamer, wake unto me. Starlight and dewdrops are waiting for thee. Sounds of the rude world heard in the day, loud by the moonlight, have all passed away. Beautiful dreamer, queen of my song, list while I woo thee with soft melody. Gone are the cares of life's busy throng. Beautiful dreamer, awake unto me. Beautiful dreamer, awake unto me.
Lil. Tiger Lil.
Tiger Lil, the Queen of Virginia City.
Just to start the Golden Slipper, by God.
Lil.
I'm afraid you're mistaken. The name is Millett. Miss Millett.
I heard what that fella said about what you was. And I've come to tell you, don't change my mind none about getting married. I'll marry you tonight if you say the word. You can depend on me, Lil. I'll make a good woman of you.
Why, you crawling hypocrite.
I ain't no more hypocrite than you are.
You touch me, you...
Get out.
I'll have you jailed for this, you and your fancy woman.
Get out.
Thank you. When you leave, I'll be sure and lock the door.
Lil.
Oh, why did you have to come here to Bodie? I've spent 6 years building up a whole new life. You tear it down in 1 minute. Now I'll have to go somewhere and start all over again.
In that case, you'd better hurry up and pack.
I'll go when I please, Frank Johnson.
The stage for San Francisco leaves in an hour.
I'm not going to San Francisco.
Yes, you are, Lil. With me. That's why I came back, hoping to find you. I looked everywhere, but you'd gone. You haven't been out of my mind for 1 minute ever since I was fool enough to leave you. Lil, will you marry me?
No.
Yes.
This old place don't look like much now, but back in 1882, It was more important than a gold mine. And the man that made it important was a young fella by the name of Aaron Winters.
You're very beautiful, Rosie.
Oh, and you are very bold.
Why don't you say yes and be Mrs. Jeff Stevens? We could travel, go to San Francisco, visit the famous palace, go to the Baldwin Theater.
Mrs. Jeff Stevens.
Well, how about it, Rosie? What's your answer?
Aaron! Oh, Aaron, you came.
I was afraid you wouldn't. You live so far away.
Oh, it's only a couple of 100 miles.
200 miles to see me, and then you sit out here whittling.
Well, I started to come in 5 sticks ago, but not knowing how to dance, I just looked like a mule in a corral of racehorses.
Put your arm around me.
What for?
I'm going to make a racehorse out of that mule. They're playing a waltz. That's easy. Now just follow me. Left, 2, 3. Right, 2, 3. Left, 2, 3. Right, 2, 3. Left, 2, 3. Now you're getting it. You're doing fine. How's everything at Ash Meadows?
Oh, same as usual.
Ash Meadows. It has a lovely sound. Where did you say it was?
East of Death Valley, near the Nevada line.
Have you struck gold yet?
Not yet, but I will. I suppose you think I'm just following rainbows, huh?
No. I was just thinking how strong and determined you are. That you could have anything you set your mind on.
You shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry.
You should be. You kiss like an uncle.
Rosie, I'm nothing but a desert rat.
You're an Argonaut, a seeker of gold.
I have nothing to offer but prospects.
Someday you'll strike it rich.
But I love you, Rosie.
Are you sure, Aaron, that what you feel is real?
Just as sure as I know water in the desert, or a shade in the blazing sun, or green things among rocks and sand.
Oh, Aaron. Aaron.
Rosita! Ven aquí pronto.
Excuse me, but don't go away.
Qué vergüenza, for shame. A girl of your position.
Mama, please.
Mama does not please. In there, fine young men, eager to court you, men of wealth and fine families. And out here, you waste your time on that man from the desert.
Mr. Winters has just asked for my hand in marriage, Mama. And my answer is yes.
Yes.
Mama, please. There's nothing to cry about. Adios, Mama.
You're just like your father. All heart and no head. Senor Stevens would have made you the better husband.
I've always said, Senora, that you're a woman of the very finest discrimination. Aren't you going to say goodbye to me?
Goodbye.
Good luck. You're going to need it. The desert's no place for a beautiful woman. I'll give you just about a year.
Which only goes to prove that you don't know me very well. Hasta la vista.
don't like visitors.
But I should think living way out here in the desert that you...
That's just why. She's etched.
Oh. Poor old creature.
Oh, Crazy Kate's not so old. She's not more than 40.
What? Oh, Aaron, drive faster.
Huh?
I want to get to Ash Meadows.
Giddy up. Rosie, darling, we're home.
Hmm?
Mm-hmm.
Home. Oh, Aaron. This is Ash Meadows?
That's right.
But where are the meadows?
Ash Meadows. Volcanic ash. Rosie, you didn't expect green fields, did you? Oh, darling. I suppose you figured on a ranch house, too.
With a veranda all around it. Set back among trees.
That'll come when we make our strike, darling. Then you can have everything. Would you like to come in and look around?
No. I'm your bride, Aaron. I want to be carried across the threshold of my home.
A good thing about a house like this, a feller don't have to wipe his feet when he comes in. Floor's dirt already.
Bring in my trunk and bags, Aaron, and let's start fixing things up.
I still don't see what you need all that stuff for.
To make me beautiful.
Oh, you couldn't be any more beautiful if you tried.
That's what every husband says. But other women, they notice. Aaron, except for that crazy Kate, I haven't seen another woman since I came here.
Oh, they're scarce. That's a fact.
But there are women somewhere around.
Oh, sure. Here, old Phi Jones got himself a wife down near Reston Springs.
Phi?
Yeah, short for Philander.
Philander.
If you think Philander's a funny name, you should hear his brothers. See, there's Alexander, Leander, Meander, and Salamander. This is the first time I've really heard you laugh out loud since you came here. You've done wonders here, Rosie.
Aaron,
Yeah?
the next time you're near Reston Springs, ask Phi Jones to bring his wife to visit with me for tea. Huh?
Sure. Anything you say.
Cream, sugar, cup, saucer, tea, cookies, napkins.
come in.
Mrs. Winters,
Yes.
I'm Fi Jones. I brung my wife like I told Aaron I would.
Oh, I'm delighted, Mr. Jones. Do ask her to come in.
Yes, sir. I'll pick her up on my way back from Fire Run.
Won't you sit down, Mrs. Philander? I mean, Mrs. Jones? It's been very warm lately, hasn't it? Tea? I suppose it gets even warmer in the summer. How hot does it get here on the desert?
Blasted hot.
Won't you try one of my cookies? I told my husband I was saving this for a special occasion, but this is a special occasion, isn't it? And sometimes a glass of wine is refreshing.
Oh, fire water.
Well, from the looks of things, you two had a real nice visit. Come on, Sunflower. Time to go home. Now, take it easy. There you are. Get your equilibrium. Thanks to the hospitality. I'll bring her back again real soon. Now, here, hold it now. There you are.
Aaron!
Sure. It shows color. But that's all it does show. Stuff ain't worth taking out.
Thanks, Seth. It's gonna be kind of hard and Rosie, though. She was sort of counting on it.
Prospector's wife don't get much babying for effect. Unless he strikes it rich.
I'll strike it. Next time.
Sure you will, Aaron. Oh, what's this? Florida water, magnolia balm, gosma for the complexion.
Oh, it's a list Rosie gave me. It's funny the store women set by such stuff. But I won't be able to get them for her just now. Money'll have to go for grub.
The desert is no place for a beautiful woman.
What did the sample show? Was it as rich as you'd... Just another rainbow.
I've sworn I'd hit it this time.
Did you bring the things on my list?
Couldn't afford them. Rosie! Rosie, what's got into you all of a sudden?
All of a sudden, do you realize how long I've been living here with no place to go? Working, dressing, almost looking like that squaw. Oh, Aaron, take me away. Take me back where it's green. There's people, music, and laughter. Take me away before I become another crazy Kate.
We can't go back this way, Rosie. I'm not whipped. Look, I got a new place to go. It's over by Funeral Mountains, near Death Valley. Now, I know that country. And I'll strike it this time, Rosie. I know I will.
Next week, the week after, next month, next year, just over the next mountain, the next valley.
And you're not mad at me?
No, Aaron, I'm not mad at you. Yet.
So, I found a rose in the desert.
Jeff!
Surprised? Pleased, I hope.
Pleased. You don't know how pleased I am. I'd be pleased to see anyone.
Well, that's not very flattering.
Oh, I mean, well, it's just that it's been so long. How's Mother and Father?
They're all fine. We were worried about you.
I guess I just forgot to write.
That's why I'm here, to find out how you're doing.
We're doing fine.
Fine. Grinding mesquite beans for flour? Living in this desert shack?
It's my husband's home.
Where thou goest, I go. Where thou lodgest, that's where I'll lodge. You must love him an awful lot to share this kind of life.
I do. Oh, go away and leave me alone. I can't stand anymore.
All you have to do is take off that wedding ring and walk out.
It would be madness.
It would be freedom. I'll go down and water my horse while you pack. I'll wait for you at the spring. It would be freedom. I love you, Rosie.
Are you sure, Aaron?
Just as sure as I know water in the desert, or shade in the blazing sun, or green things among rocks and sand.
I didn't expect you back so soon.
I came back to tell you to pack up your things and leave, Rosie.
Leave?
Yes, go home. Back where you belong.
You mean it, Aaron? You really want me to leave you?
Taken enough out of your life already. I'm not going to let you sacrifice yourself any longer. Now go home. Why, you can't.
Oh, Aaron. Aaron.
Look, I'm no good for you, Rosie. I'm nothing but a failure, a dreamer.
Oh, shh. You mustn't talk like that. What greater riches could I have than a love like yours? I'll go no place without you, my husband.
Then we'll go back together. Look, I'm through with prospecting, Rosie. Through with the desert. We'll find a ranch near your home with green grass and trees.
And a real house on it.
Yeah, with cows and chickens.
Oh, when, Aaron, when?
Well, just as soon as we can pack up and get out of here.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Whoa.
Don't listen to him, Aaron. Don't believe a word he says. I hadn't made up my mind. I swear I hadn't.
What are you talking about?
Him. He was just passing by and
Anybody home?
Howdy, Fi.
Why, Mr. Jones.
What brings you this way?
Been up north, on my way back home. Thought I'd drop by and tell you about the excitement up in Columbus.
Gold strike?
Better than gold.
We're not interested, Mr. Jones. We've given up prospecting.
Is that so?
No harm in hearing, Rosie. Go on, Fi.
Well, you don't have to dig for this stuff. Comes right on top of the ground.
Don't have to dig for it. Well, what's it called?
Borax.
Borax.
Yeah, it's a mineral with little white crystals, and they find it on the bottoms of the dry lake beds. And it comes in tons.
Dried lakes. Well, the desert's full of them.
Aaron, please.
And you can sell all you can get for 30 cents a pound.
30 cents?
Aaron, your promise.
I brung some of it with me. They call it cotton ball.
Funny stuff. How do you know when you got it?
Oh, easy. Easy. You just pour on a little alcohol and a little sulfuric acid and you light it. If she burns green, she's borax.
She burns green. You got any more of that stuff?
Oh, yes. You can have these. I got plenty.
No, Aaron.
Borax.
Well, I'll be getting on.
Aaron, please.
Rosie, I know where there's acres of this stuff. Over by Death Valley. Rosie!
You've made your choice, Aaron. And I've made mine.
Just once more, Rosie. This time, if I'm wrong, I'll quit. I promise.
Promise? You can't change any more than that desert can change. This is goodbye, Aaron. Don't try to stop me. And I don't want you to come with me. I couldn't leave you, Aaron. Rich or poor, I couldn't leave you.
Rosie.
Oh, Aaron!
Rosie.
Aaron!
Rosie.
We're forgetting what you came out here for. Where is this borax?
Right here, as far as you can see. I think.
Is this a piece of it?
I hope so.
Well, test it. See if it burns green.
Test it? Oh, yeah. Yeah, test it. Test it. Here, you pour from one bottle and I'll pour from the other. I'm scared, Rosie. What if it ain't?
Then we'll go on searching and dreaming. Try another one.
Hell, just a moment. She burns green, Rosie.
Aaron!
By golly, we're rich!
Aaron Winters was right, and what you see here still stands in Death Valley, marking the location of the original borax works and one of the greatest strikes in the history of the West. This story happened back in the 1880s and concerns the young fellow holding that gun, one of the slipperiest, trickiest, nerviest bandits who ever tormented a sheriff or terrorized a community.
Hello, Jim.
Hi, Lucy.
What luck?
Same as usual. A cold trail, a hot ride, and plenty of dust. Give me a tall one, Suds.
Tall one coming up. So the kid left you high and dry again, huh, Jim?
That's right.
Well, Sheriff, anything to report?
Nothing, except there's an awful lot of country around here for a man to disappear in.
35 holdups in less than 4 months, and you're no closer to catching him now than when you started.
Can't say I'm not trying.
Are you?
What's that?
As editor and publisher of the Darwin Dispatch, it's my business to be observing. And there are certain peculiar circumstances to which the council can draw only one conclusion.
Well, let's hear him.
Number one, the activities of the Death Valley Kid have been confined to your locality exclusively.
Yes, I've noticed that. Almost seems like something personal, doesn't it?
And number two, no one ever heard of him before you were made sheriff.
Oh, I hadn't thought about it, but you're right.
And number three, he always picks a time for his holdups when you are conveniently somewhere else.
You should be getting close to your conclusion, aren't you, Charlie?
I am.
Namely, that the Death Valley Kid and I are working together?
That's it, exactly.
Are you going to stand there and let them accuse you of such a thing, Jim Manning?
No, Lucy. They didn't accuse me. They just drew a conclusion.
Well, it amounts to the same thing, and it's absolutely ridiculous.
Oh, sure, but just denying it isn't going to change their minds. Tell you what I'll do. I'll either catch the Death Valley Kid in 30 days or turn in my badge. Does that satisfy you?
Yes.
Well, it don't satisfy me.
I was talking to the council, Wayne.
So am I. He's just stalling for time. Why, 30 days more of what's been going on, and him and the kid will have this territory picked cleaner than the floor of Death Valley. I say take his badge away from him now and run him out.
You know, Wayne, you missed an awful good chance to keep quiet.
What's the idea of busting up my property? You owe me $3 for them chairs.
Lawless reign of Death Valley Kid about to end. Did you hear that? That's what it says. In a report to the Darwin Town Council today, Sheriff Manning stated he would catch the Death Valley Kid within 30 days or turn in his badge. Sounds like they're putting a squeeze on the sheriff, don't it? What do you think of his chances of catching us? Couldn't have put it better myself. Listen to this. Coal shipment from the Cerro Gordo mine will now be carried to Independence by Panamint Independence Stage Line, according to information received today. First shipment will leave Darwin next Monday the 6th. Offhand, I'd say they're being real careless to print news like that. Which is just what the sheriff wants me to figure. Bait me with gold and pay me off with lead. I can tell what he's thinking even before he thinks it. But he don't know what I'm thinking.
All right, Injun, here's your ticket. There's the stage. Don't you worry about a thing. You just climb aboard and leave the rest to me. When we get to Independence, I'll show you where Doc Brown's place is, and he'll yank that tooth slicker to whistle.
Where's the sheriff, Tex?
He'll be here any minute, Miss Lucy. Right this way, ma'am. What's that step? It's pretty high. Don't split your britches.
Oh, I'm sorry, madam. Did you hurt yourself?
Lucy!
Jim, what on earth are you made up for?
The kid's funeral, I hope. But what are you doing here?
I'm going to Independence to get a dress for the dance next Saturday.
There's liable to be trouble. You better put it off till tomorrow.
I wouldn't miss this for the world.
I've got enough responsibility on my hands with this gold we're carrying. You can't ride with us.
I've bought a ticket and I'm a passenger. Now shut the door. And stop talking like an old woman.
What's the matter with you?
Oh, he's going to Doc Brown at Independence and have a tooth pulled.
Thought you Injuns pulled your own teeth.
Some pull. Me no pull. Doc pull.
You ready, Tex? Yes, ma'am. I'm all set.
Oh, turn him loose.
Yes, ma'am. Well, you're right on time. No reason to be late. Death Valley Kid never bothered you, huh? Nope, no sign of him. Ain't the sheriff with you? Yeah, he's with us. Howdy, Miss Lucy. A nice cool drink of water?
No, thanks. But maybe my friend would.
Sure thing. Drink, ma'am?
Don't call me ma'am.
Well, I'll be a flea-bitten pack rat. She's the sheriff.
All dressed up for a date with the kid.
Date with him? What are you going to do? Get him in your arms and hug him to death?
All right. Go ahead, have your fun. I'll have mine when the kid makes his play for that gold.
Put up hands. Up. Pretty squaw. Put guns in bucket.
Are you the kid?
Me, Indian kid.
There you are. That's all of them.
Not all. One more. In ugly squaw's boot.
If he wants it, let him get it.
Me get. Back up. Put bucket in stage. Wait. Me like pretty squaw. Me take, so not forget.
But that's a keepsake.
Me keep.
Next time come town, give back.
Listen, kid. Whether I lose my badge or I don't lose it, I'm keeping on your trail till I catch up with you. And when I do, there'll be one less gun-toting skunk making free with other folks' property.
You got big mouth. Make big noise. Give Injun big laugh. Ho, ho, ho. Yeah! Buenos dias, senor. This is the road to Darwin, no?
Yep, straight ahead, about 4 miles.
You are going that way, perhaps?
Nope, I'm going the other way.
Gracias, senor. Adios. Ay, 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 ay. No, senorita. One so delicate and beautiful should not lift such a something so heavy. There, está bueno.
Well, thank you.
It is I, Don Francisco Hidalgo Cancino, who should thank you, senorita. For 6 days, I look at nothing but the greasewood and the cactus. Then, like a miracle, I find a rose blooming in this desolate land. Oh, I almost forgot what I come for. The sheriff lives here, no?
Yes, but he's out of town right now.
Oh, that is too bad. I wish to report the holdup.
A holdup?
See, I think it was these Death Valley kids I read about.
Well, what happened?
He come out from behind the rocks and he say, stick him up. But I do not like to stick him up. So I shoot the gun out of his hand and stick him up.
You shot the gun out of his hand?
See? Then I take his boots and run away his horse.
I can't believe it.
You do not think I speak the truth? Look. This I find in his pockets.
It was the kid. Well, that's my watch.
Yours, senorita?
Yes. The kid stole it in a holdup only 3 days ago.
This most fortunate coincidence. Permit me to return it to you, senorita, with my compliments.
Where did this happen?
In that rocky canyon where the ground is very wide.
Oh! Listen to this, everybody. The Death Valley kid's out in White Canyon, barefoot and without a horse.
Who says so?
I say so, senor.
$1,000 reward out there on the hoof.
Good luck, amigos. I hope you catch him.
I appreciate your returning my watch. I wish there was something I could do to repay you.
Perhaps there is, senorita. This dance, you will be there, no?
Of course. Everyone will be there. It's going to be a very big event. We're raising money to build a town hall.
Raising money? Oh, that is good. If I come, will you say the dance for me?
Of course. I'd be happy to.
Bueno, I will come.
I don't believe that story about the kid in White Canyon. I tell you, until we get a new sheriff or that kid is behind bars, I won't put my money in the bank anymore. Here, put this in your safe.
First you insult the senorita, then you ask for the favor. That is not nice, senor.
It certainly isn't. You can guard your old money yourself. And I hope the kid takes it away from you.
Your wish is my command, senorita. Tisacho, please. I will put it in my safe, senor.
You're the Death Valley kid.
At your service, senorita. Death Valley. Hasta la vista, senorita. Until the dance, Saturday night.
The Death Valley kid. believe he'll show up. You seem to be acting rather strangely.
For a law-abiding citizen, you seem to be getting a lot of enjoyment out of this. Whose side are you on, anyway?
Yours, of course. But I can't help but admire his nerve and cleverness.
Well, he's nervy and clever, all right. But so's a coyote.
You know, I've often wondered what makes a man become an outlaw.
Well, they get a kick out of it. Makes them feel big to thumb their nose at law and society. That, or they're too lazy to work.
Sometimes, perhaps. But usually I think there's more behind it than that.
Could be, I don't know. My job's to catch him, not figure what makes him tick. When I catch the kid, I'll ask him for you, if he can still talk. Everybody stay here. I'll take care of this. What happened to you fellas?
He came right down the boardwalk. I couldn't shoot.
I couldn't even see him from the porch roof. Go ahead. I'm going to play a hunch.
I have come for the dance, senorita. I always liked the last dance best, don't you?
Well, of all the nerve,
Doesn't take nerve to keep a day with a beautiful girl.
do you realize all I have to do is raise my voice and...
I don't think you will, no. You wouldn't want any of your friends to get hurt, would you? Or me either, I hope.
How did you get away from the sheriff?
Well, I'll tell you. I guess I didn't. Sorry this has to end so sudden.
Well, aren't you going to chase him?
Nope. I've been so busy chasing him, I've quit thinking. He was a white man, wasn't he?
Yes.
Well, what's that got to do with it?
Whitey. I know right where to look for him now. Here's a headline for you. Sheriff Manning captures Death Valley Kid at daylight.
Sheriff Manning? Who'd say?
Don't move or you'll never live to eat that breakfast. I've been pretty stupid thinking I was chasing an Indian or a Mexican. But you've been more stupid hiding out in the only canyon in these parts that has red dust to color your skin with. Stand up. Now turn around and let's have a look at you. Tom!
How do I look after 10 years, Jim?
Sneaky as ever.
You haven't changed either. Still high and mighty.
You think it's going to make any difference finding out you're my brother?
Why should it? Never made any before.
What?
I ain't asking for any favors from you and don't want any.
You talk like you've got a grudge.
You bet I have.
Since when?
Since as far back as I can remember. Starting with you hogging all the toys and growing from there. Anytime the folks bought anything, it was for you, and...
Well, they couldn't afford stuff for both of us, and I was the oldest.
Sure, and you hung on to it, too. Anytime I asked for the loan of it, you laughed at me. If I took it, you beat me up. And in between, you picked on me in general every time I turned around.
Maybe I was selfish and ornery, but we were kids then. Those things aren't important.
They are to the kid on the dirty end of it.
I never thought about it that way.
I thought of it plenty. Only time I got anything decent was when I stole it.
Then it was on my account you ran away from home.
I got such a belly full of you I couldn't take any more.
And being in the habit of stealing, you kept it up. That makes sense. It's not a very pretty picture. Looks like I helped paint it.
What's done is done. It's a little late to feel sorry about it now. Only regret I got you didn't get a bigger belly full of me.
I got enough. Did you ever kill anybody?
Never even tried to.
Stuff you've been stealing in that cave?
Most of it.
You're right about it being late, but it's not too late.
What's the deal?
A new deal. I'm turning you loose, Tom, and we're going away together.
What is this? Are you saying you'd give up your job for me?
Being sheriff was only temporary anyway.
What about your girl? She temporary, too?
She'll be better off without me. Oh, what do you say? I'll mail my badge in and tell them where to find this cave. Then we'll see if we can't find something we should have found a long time ago. Are you willing?
I'd be a fool to say no.
Then let's clean up this bacon and get out of here.
So you thought you'd give up your job and your girl and go away with me, huh? Well, I think different. I'm moving on alone and you're going back. Here. Take this with you. Take it with you and tell him you shot it out with the Death Valley Kid and that's all that's left of him. But don't argue. If we did it your way, you'd be busting the law by turning me loose. And busting your girl's heart. So I don't see what she's seizing. So long, Jim. And don't worry, I'll keep my nose clean. Oh, and Jim, when you have kids, be sure they get an even break.
And from that day on, the Death Valley Kid never troubled anyone again. Folks couldn't understand why the sheriff refused the reward. But marrying Lucy was the only reward he wanted.
As soon as the men through unloading, I want this wagon to go back to Salt Lake. Tonight, before daybreak.
No one must know this stuff is coming through.
The way you're talking, Lucas, you'd think this stuff was gold.
Anything gold. Flour.
Death Valley Days. Howdy, folks. I'm the Old Ranger. It was the lusty, roaring mining town of Virginia City, Montana Territory, late in the fall of 1864. Rumors had spread all over town that snow made the high mountain passes impassable, and that no supplies of any kind were getting through. Leading merchant Charles Doey Lucas controlled the flour market and was now prepared to drive the price sky high. Plain baking flour began to be called white gold.
Good morning, Mr. Lucas.
Morning, Mrs. Angel. Getting a little nippy, ain't it?
Looks like it'll be an early winter. Still no flour? This is the 5th day.
Well, I'm out. Word's getting around there's 6 feet of snow in the high passes between here and Salt Lake. Supply wagons just ain't getting through.
It's only October. What are we going to do this winter?
I guess you'll just have to buy from them that has it.
What's happening to the flour around here, Doey?
People are buying it all up, Mr. Baxter. Like I was telling Mrs. Angel here, the supply wagons can't get through the high passes. Sam Dowd cleaned me out of my last 12 sacks, all I had. I guess people are just hoarding against the winter.
Sam Dowd, the smithy?
Yeah. Why don't you go down and see him? Maybe he'll sell you a sack.
Thanks, Doey. It's an awful lot of money, Dowd.
Like I said, it's $40 a sack. And you're just lucky it ain't even higher.
It's only 25 at Lucas's.
When he's got it, which he ain't, and I have.
But $40.
That's the price.
And that's gouging.
Call it anything you like, Baxter, but that's what you're going to pay. Why, you might even say I'm doing you folks a favor, keeping the price down.
Why don't you put up a story how the people of Virginia City are being robbed, Mr. Editor?
Robbed? How's that, Mill?
On account of the flour situation. It's downright thievery, that's what it is.
Suppose you calm down and tell me what's downright thievery.
Sam Dowd selling flour for $40 a sack.
Sam Dowd? What's a blacksmith doing selling flour?
He's profiteering, that's what he's doing. Because he knows on account of the heavy snows in the passes, there ain't no flour coming in. But he's got plenty because I saw it over to his place myself. And he's selling it for as much as folks can pay and more. Them that can't pay just gotta go hungry. Unless they get tough about it, and they will. Now, there's gonna be trouble, and you mark my words about it.
What you're saying is serious business, Mel. Let's go at this calmly and sensibly before a lot of people get hurt.
Well, some people I wouldn't mind seeing get hurt.
Sheriff know what's going on?
Sure he does. He just looks the other way.
I guess I better get over there. See if I can make him look the right way. Well, I'm not asking that you start arresting people, Sheriff. I'm only asking that you head off some real serious trouble.
Well, can't rightly stop people from selling what they got. Asking what they want for it now, can I, Ed?
Of course you can, if it's in the public interest to do so.
Public interest? That's pretty words. Look good in print, but that wouldn't stop nothing.
Are you saying you're not going to do anything?
I'm saying that if a man wants to sell something that belongs to him, he's got a right to ask $1 million for it. And you got the right not to buy it, and that's all I'm saying.
Look, Sheriff, if those passes are blocked with snow and supply wagons, Doey Lucas's supply wagons, for instance, can't get through, we're going to have trouble here this winter. And it's going to keep getting worse.
The people know we've got to have law and order here.
When people get hungry, they forget a lot of things. Now, all I'm suggesting is that you confiscate the flour that's being hoarded and sold at highwaymen's prices. Then split up what you've taken in and sell it to the people who need it at the regular price. Now, if you have to, we'll throw the profiteers who resist in jail. It won't work. Why not?
Ain't nothing in any of my books that says that I got the right to confiscate property. Now, I know the law, and I've got no precedent. And as long as I'm sheriff here, I'm going to be a law-abiding sheriff.
Sometimes you have to make a precedent.
I'll face up to law-breaking if I have to. In my time, Mr. Cullen, I've gunned down men because the law was on my side. But in this case, ain't nobody breaking the law.
It's all here. This tells us what's got to be done. If our families go hungry, we've got a right to take action. Let them call it war if they want to. A flour war. And let this be our flag. I also say we should punish those profiteers. Profiteers like Sam Dowd, just like it says here in Cullen's newspaper. All right, let's go get him down at Sam Dowd. Here he is. Get him.
You're stealing my property. That's what you're doing.
You're going to get paid for it. It costs $23.50 a sack in Salt Lake. $25 a sack here in Virginia City. Since now you're a provisionaire, you're going to get $25 a sack. That means that you made a profit. Is that the last of them? That makes 27 sacks. Our sheriff, this flour is going to be distributed and sold in equal shares at regular prices. And Dow's to get all the proceeds. Now, everybody got that straight?
They got guns against me. They're breaking the law.
This is your doing, Cullen.
He didn't.
Milt, let me speak for myself.
Maybe you're right, Sheriff. Maybe these men have no legal right to do what they're doing, but sometimes there are other laws, moral laws that have to do with hungry women and kids.
Ain't you gonna arrest them for stealing my property?
Our families are hungry, Sheriff. We ain't stealing. Well, we're paying Dowd back more than he paid. Now, we mean business, so don't try to stop us.
I don't want any violence here.
There'll be none. This flour is going to be distributed equally so that every family gets something.
They're breaking the law.
Sheriff?
Well, I don't know. I just don't know.
You're about as jelly-spined as the sheriff. You and your boys certainly came running when I needed you.
You know I can't play an open hand yet.
I'm clean. I haven't even got enough left for myself.
You got nothing to worry about. You'll be all right. Plenty more where that flour came from. But we're not selling it in the open anymore. That's where we made our mistake. From now on, cash in advance. And every sack is delivered direct to the customer's doorstep.
And Cullen and his loudmouth newspaper steaming up everybody?
It ain't gonna be loudmouth for long. You, better hang on to that. You may need it. Oh, another thing. From now on, flour is $100 a sack. Come on.
Hey, that looks good, George.
You mind?
No, help yourself. Sit down.
Well, Barkeep said you was a newspaper fellow.
That's right.
Well, I figure you fellows know about most everything there is going on in the town, where a man might find himself a job.
Oh, there aren't many jobs these days.
Oh.
Have a drink?
Sure could use one. In fact, I ain't had one since Salt Lake.
Salt Lake?
George, bring my friend a drink.
Oh, whiskey.
You just come through?
Yep.
How about the snow in the passes?
Ed, come quick. Your office. They're wrecking it. Come on. Hey, let's get out of here. Come on.
Oh, good night, Milt. Thanks.
Good night.
You was just about to buy me a drink, Mr. Editor. Well, this one's gonna be on me. I always buy for a man that's worse off than I am.
Well, thank you.
And so there wasn't much for a cowpoke to do, what with winter snows and all, so I decided to head over the pass to warmer parts and maybe some roundup work. There's plenty others had that same idea, too. Boy, they was coming through that pass on horseback and flatbeds and even on foot.
Did you say flatbeds?
Yeah, there was...
You sure? Word here was that nothing like that was getting through.
Well, the word was wrong. Now, the big stuff, like stagecoaches, Conestogas ain't getting through, no, but for flatbeds, why, there was plenty of them. I seen them with my own eyes. I can't figure out why anybody say flatbeds ain't getting through, can you?
Yeah. I can figure out why somebody would say that. Money.
Good morning, Doy.
Morning, Ed. Hey, I haven't seen you since it happened. I'm real sorry. Well, anything special you were after?
Oh. No, just talk.
Talk? Talk about what?
Since my newspaper was wrecked, I don't know what to do to keep busy.
Ah, yeah, that was pretty terrible. Sure wish there was something I could do to help.
Thanks. But it isn't my paper that concerns me right now. It's this food, this flour situation. That really has me worried.
Well, there ain't nothing I can do about that either.
You sure?
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, I was just thinking, must be a way we can get a supply of flour through somehow.
Now, Ed, you know that's impossible. Snow in the passes is 6, maybe 7 feet high, getting higher all the time.
You sure?
What's this shore business?
I was just wondering how you knew.
Well, everybody knows about the snow in the passes.
Everybody? Like who?
Ed, I don't know what you're driving at. All I know is I ain't got any flour because none's coming through.
Of course. It isn't your fault, Doey. I can see that. Well, don't worry about it. There'll be plenty coming through. Soon.
How?
You'll be the first to know.
I better wait for you out here.
Yeah, good. Two flatbeds of flour? That's a lot of flour. Where's it going? Virginia City. Well, that's Doey Lucas's territory. You should have plenty of flour. What are you folks doing up there? Baking cakes or mining silver? There is no flour in Virginia City, Mr. Wentworth, unless you're willing to buy it from profiteers. Now, when I left, they were selling it for $100 a sack. $100 a sack? I'll say that's profiteering. Mighty fancy profiteering. Well, let's say 2 flatbeds of flour should come to $2,200. How much do you intend to pay down? Well, nothing. Mister? Are you asking for a handout or do you intend to buy? Neither. Neither. Now, you just told me you wanted to buy 2 full flatbeds of flour. I didn't say anything about buying. I want you to deliver it yourself. These people need flour, Mr. Wentworth. They need it desperately. You can sell it for twice the regular amount, but it won't be $100 a sack or anywhere near it. Mister, I got one price. And if you're suggesting that I'd try to cash in on human misery... I'm sorry, Mr. Wentworth. I don't believe in making money that way either, but I've got to get flour to Virginia City. I just can't stand by and see my friends bled white. I can't pay for it. I haven't a cent.
No, you must think I'm plain loco. Well, you sure don't look loco to me.
Then you'll deliver the flour.
No. But I'll let you have it. Full 100% credit. Mr. Wentworth, you see, you're not loco. I am. Good luck.
We're in business. I want you to get back to Virginia City and get word to Lucas.
Lucas? Well, you said you think he's a crook.
I do, but I promised him he'd be the first to know.
But
I want him to be.
Excuse me. I must be catching myself a cold. Mr. Cullen's on the way with 2 flatbeds full. Said to tell you so. Well, guess I better go warn the people so they'll know not to throw good money away any more than's necessary.
Now, just a minute. You better leave that to us. You're a stranger in town.
Yeah, folks are liable to think you're trying to stir up some trouble.
Yeah, and if you ain't known in this town, folks don't take your word for nothing. We'll get the word around.
That's right.
Yeah, you do that.
If Cullen gets through with that flour, the whole town will know they've been taken.
Folks are going to put 2 and 2 together. Mr. Cullen ain't going to get through. There's going to be a reception committee at the meeting. Rattler's Bend.
Reception committee?
Yeah. The way I see it, we're indebted to Mr. Cullen for replenishing our supply of flour. I think we ought to repay the favor.
Go get him.
No, Cullen, no, let me out of this. I'll give you anything you want. Anything.
Save you up, Red.
I'll give you a new newspaper.
Why don't you tell them that at the trial?
Look, can't I square this?
Sure. Later.
Where are you men going?
There's flour being hoarded in this town, Sheriff, and we're going to find it. But we're going to search every store, house, and barn till we get our hands on it. You can't do that.
Can't we, though? Move aside.
Are you start invading people's home? There's going to be shooting and bloodshed. And I won't stand for that.
You're just a little too late, Sheriff.
Cullen's to blame for this. He goaded you into taking the law into your own hands.
Because the law wouldn't do nothing itself. Gallagher and Dow, they know where the flour is.
Looks like real trouble. Sheriff's standing up to him. This is our chance to get on the side of the law.
What's going on there? Didn't you deliver Mr. Cullen's message? Sheriff, Ed Cullen.
Never mind Ed Cullen. He's caused enough damage.
But
started this whole ugly mess.
he's on his way here with flour, tons of it.
How do you know?
I was in Salt Lake with him when he got it.
That's a tall tale. How about the snow?
Ain't enough snow to stop flatbeds with runners, even some rolling on wheels.
Oh, don't listen to them. They just sent him over here to keep us quiet. Everybody knows that the passes are high with snow. Nothing's coming in for weeks.
Ed Cullen got through, like I told you, and he's on his way here.
Told you. They don't believe him. That ain't gonna stop them from searching for that flour.
Well, maybe we can. It's kind of nice, being on the side of the law. Come on. We're here to help you, Sheriff.
There's no need for that.
You got a couple of loudmouth troublemakers over here need shutting up. Ain't that it?
I can handle it, Gallagher.
Well, we think maybe you can.
I tell you, Cullen's on his way.
And I can handle him, and I will, too. Now, all of you, go on back to your homes.
We want that flour.
Put that gun down, Gallagher.
Do as he says.
Let's have all of them. Now, these men with me are deputy marshals. They'll take real good care of the gougers, but it'll be done legally. I was wrong when I told you to take the law into your own hands. Mob rule isn't the answer. But I hope we can build a kind of town in which that never has to happen again. Now, there's enough flour here for everyone for the whole winter. All right, line up and get it. Regular prices, $25 a sack.
Come on. Hey, wait a minute, man. Wait a minute. I say we pay double. And the difference goes to raise money for a new press for Ed Cullen.
Well, I'll chip in my share. How about the rest of them? Still looking for a job?
I sure am.
Oh, got an opening for a printer's devil.
Printer's devil. Don't exactly know what that is, but I'll take it. Folks always said I was going to hate him.
In no time, with the help of just about everybody in town, except Doey Lucas, Dowd, and Gallagher, who were sent to jail, Ed Cullen rebuilt his newspaper. For years, as long as Cullen published, a flour sack flew over his newspaper building and appeared on the masthead on page 1.
Give me a hand with the rest of these crates, will you, Ed? I want to finish loading the wagon tonight.
Sure.
A devil?
$226 dead men are waiting for you, Salem. Money can't buy you respectability now.
Oh, what's that mean? 226 dead men. And Salem.
Get me a gun. You stay here. Who is it? is it?
Death Valley Days. Howdy, folks. I'm the old ranger. It is several years after the Custer Massacre and a good 1,000 miles from the valley of the Little Bighorn, where 226 men were killed by the Sioux and buried where they fell. How then could one of them still walk the earth with a story known as the Dead Man's Tale?
I'm glad you got here, sis. He's been cut up awful bad.
Darling, this is terrible. I was at the church meeting when the sheriff got me. I came as quickly as I could.
I told her what happened.
Just don't understand it. Will he be all right?
Wait, stitch in time, he'll do. I don't want any women here. Ed, take her home.
You better get used to having me around. When we're married, I'll be taking care of you all the time.
But, honey,
You're going to our place so you can be looked after properly. Isn't that right, Alan?
Yes, Bella, that's right.
Why would anybody want to do this to you?
You say you didn't see anybody, Grant?
Nobody, no.
How about you, Ed?
Well, I stayed in the store while Grant went out the back door with his gun. But there was a note thrown through the window. It said, 226 dead men are waiting for you, Salem.
226 dead men? Number kind of rings a bell. 200. Well, of course, that's the Battle of the Little Bighorn, the Custer Massacre. A madman. You know, if you didn't even get a glimpse of this fellow, he must have sneaked up behind you to strike. Like an Indian. It could be where he learned the trick.
Sure buried that knife deep.
You take that for a knife wound, Sheriff?
Well, what else?
That wound is not a cut, it's a rip. Did you ever see a slash made by a hook?
I know, a loading hook.
No. Loading hook would be too long. That would hit him in the abdomen. This caught him in the chest, higher up. That was a hook, all right, but a small one.
A hook for a hand.
Well, Mr. Noble came out of that door ready to shoot, and then...
What's in these boxes?
Oh, the usual stuff. Farm tools, barbed wire, nails, and some shovels. I suppose someone was getting ready to steal the stuff.
Well, why would anyone drop a note about 226 men if he merely intended to make off with some hardware?
Well, maybe he was trying to distract Grant.
And then just run off with all those heavy cases? Pretty neat trick for a man with one hand.
That's only your theory, Doc. I'm not sure there was a man with only one hand. Now, I don't mean to be unappreciative. I left the doctrine to you. Why don't you leave this to me?
Well, there's a very good reason, Sheriff. But, I'm afraid it's personal.
Personal? What's that supposed to mean?
Well, I guess that's supposed to mean Bella.
Hello, Bella.
Hello, Alan.
How's our patient?
He's very jumpy. In fact, we had to move the bed closer to the window so we could see more of what's going on around him. He's so suspicious of everyone.
Well, I don't blame him.
Why do you say that?
Bella, there is more going on here than meets the eye. There is someone in this town who is out to get Grant.
Who'd want to harm Grant? He's a good man. Honest, hard-working.
Look, I don't know, but I'm trying to find out, and you can help me.
Me? How?
Well, you're the person closest to him. Get him to talk about himself.
His business problems, his past.
He won't talk about anything.
Bella, how much do you really know about Grant?
I've promised to marry him.
Well, all right, promise me something.
What?
That you'll wait till you find out who tried to kill him and why. You might even find out if you're really in love with him.
Is that any of your business?
No. Except that you have always meant a lot to me, Bella. And you still do. I just don't want to see you make a mistake.
Thank you.
Hello, Grant. Bella tells me that you're acting awfully nervous.
Well, I don't like being fussed over by women.
Yeah, you need care.
I got things to do. I've got wagons to load, orders to fill.
They'll keep.
No, they won't. They're important.
What, nails, barbed wire, and shovels?
If I say they're important, they're important. How did you know it was in those crates?
Ed told me. I stopped by your store with the sheriff on the way over here. You know, the sheriff thinks someone was out to rob your wagons. I don't think so.
Seems to me you're trying to blow this thing up into something it isn't.
Well, I don't know, but sure keep your gun handy, even in bed.
Nobody's going to get me again, nobody.
Not even 226 dead men? Custer's men, perhaps?
I don't trust anybody. Even you could have done this.
Sure. I always keep my hook concealed in my pocket. Well, now, I should have thought of that before. That's the reason nobody has seen a man with a hooked hand in this town. He's kept it in his pocket. Well, he'll be all right. You're sure no one's been snooping around here?
Not a soul.
And the crates are back in the storeroom?
Yeah?
The back door is kept locked?
I lock it when I leave.
Let's have a look. Did you help Grant pack these cases?
Well, no. As a matter of fact, he did it one night after I'd left. Well, he often stayed late.
Let's have a chisel.
Well, you think we ought to?
Where is he?
Who?
The one who calls himself Grant Noble.
Well, he's laid up. He met with an accident. He got badly cut up by it. Well, the doc here thinks it was a...
Look out! You're smart, Doctor. All right. Now, what's all this about 226 dead men? Are they friends of yours?
Yes.
Well, I've seen a lot of dead men before, but
You're hearing one now. Tell Salem Putney not to deliver those cases.
Salem Put... There ain't nobody here by that name.
just what is it in these cases you don't want delivered?
Guns. Repeating rifles. For Indians.
Well, you sure were right about that hook. You know, it's a good thing we didn't try and take him. Crackpots like that can be dangerous.
Salem Putney.
Yeah. Dead men and guns. Salem Putney. Wasn't he the army sutler who sold?
Yeah.
Well, we better go get the sheriff.
No. Now, just bringing in the sheriff now might scare this fella off. For a while, anyway. He's got too much to tell.
What else are we gonna do?
Well, you heard him say not to deliver these cases, didn't you?
Oh, I ain't going anywhere near them.
I don't expect you to. Here, lend me some of your clothes.
Huh?
I'm going to deliver these cases. At least I'm going to start them out of here.
Well, what good's that gonna do?
Well, it'll bring our friend around again, and that just might do a lot of good.
Why, you aiming to set yourself up for a bullet or a hook?
Hit him up. I warned you. I warned you not to deliver the cases.
I know you did.
Now, I'm here to back up that warning.
I thought you would be. That's why I undertook to deliver them.
You want your head blown off?
No. The cases are empty.
Well, this gun ain't.
You can look for yourself.
It's the idea of carrying empty cases.
I wanted to talk to you.
About what?
About this whole business.
How far down the road's the sheriff?
Sheriff doesn't even know I'm here. I'm acting on my own.
You're kind of nosy for a doctor, ain't you?
Well, there's a woman concerned.
Who?
The woman who's engaged to marry Grant Noble.
There's no such person as Grant Noble. He's Salem Putney.
Who are you?
I was. Lieutenant H.M. Harrington. 7th Cavalry.
The 7th?
Custer's command.
You escaped?
Escaped? War Department might call it something else. Anyway, I got away. Full of bullets. Renegade Indian woman. Took care of me. In a cave. I was finally able to travel. I found I was declared dead. One of the 226. They weren't easy to identify.
You never reported.
Soldier. Rode away from battle. Left his comrades to die. Many's the times I wish I had died with them. Next best thing was to find and kill the man responsible.
Salem Putney.
Yes. Scummy rat of an army sutler. Smuggling rifles to the Sioux. At the same time, he was selling their government rations to the whites. Sioux left their reservations. They had to hunt for food. Custer knew it. He testified in Washington. But he had his orders to drive them back. Now, here he is. Doing the same thing. Another name. Smuggling firearms to Indians!
Look, what makes you so sure that Grant Noble is Salem Putney?
I knew Putney on the Sioux reservation. You emptied those cases. You saw the guns. You believed me.
Yes. Yes, I believe you, and so will the sheriff. But that doesn't give you any right to kill a man.
He deserves worse than death.
All right, you know what that would be for him? The one thing that would destroy him completely? For the woman he is engaged to marry. His one chance at respectability. For her to find out the truth about him.
You'd be getting off easy.
He'd rather die any time.
So, we tell her.
No. He tells her. It must come from him. Where is he? I'll take you to him on one condition. No violence.
Hated a man like I do him. Waited your chance.
Look, if you kill him, you'll be hanged for murder.
I'm already dead. You won't tell me where he is. I'll find out from that dumb clerk he is.
Ed.
He'll talk.
Yeah, he may have talked already. Come on, we haven't any time to lose. Come on.
Why, he even talked like he came back from the dead. Tell Salem Putney, he said.
Salem Putney?
Well, you know who he was.
No.
Sure you do. It was in all the papers a few years ago. Big scandal, a Washington investigation. The army sutler who sold rifles to the Sioux.
Oh, yes, I'd forgotten his name. Well, he died soon after.
Well, our one-armed friend seems to think he's still alive. And still selling rifles to the Indians out of your store. I told you he was a crackpot. Grant, what is in those cases?
You know as well as I do.
Well, I didn't help you pack them.
It's hardware.
Now, what are you going to do?
I'm going over to the store.
Now, Grant, you can't. You ain't strong enough.
There are some things I've got to check. Now, where are my shoes?
Bella said you was to stay put here until the
Bella is out. When she comes back, you tell her I've been asleep.
Oh, but Grant, I can't...
Please, get my shoes.
What's the idea of leaving a sickbed to come over here? You want to have a relapse?
There are things I've got to attend to, Bella.
At this time of night?
Yes, there's inventory, there are back orders to fill. Now, please, you go on home like a good girl.
I'm not budging without you.
There might be an hour, maybe two.
I'll wait.
All right. You stay here with her. And I don't need any help.
Where are you going, Salem?
Who is it? Put that gun down. What are you after breaking into my store? I could put the law on you. What is this?
Grant, who's here? Alan. Grant?
His name's not Grant, ma'am. That's the one he hides under. Tell her who you really are.
He's out of his mind.
You won't tell her. There's 226 dead men good. Salem Putney.
Shot an unarmed man. He was armed. That hook.
Ed, give me a hand.
Grant.
He was going to kill me. He tried it once. You know that.
Hold his head up.
Doc?
It's bad.
Keep me alive. Long enough.
Bella, this is no place for you. Take your sister home, Ed.
I've got to know.
Later.
Are you Salem Putney?
Bella.
He wants to talk to you. Don't go near him.
No.
That's a lie. I've never seen him before in my life.
White Rock. Mont. Sioux Reservoir.
I've never been there.
Well, what about the picture?
Picture?
Of you and your wife. The Sioux squaw you married.
We were never married.
Grant!
Don't be foolish. Move. Yes. I'm Salem Putney. But you'll never...
You still haven't told me how you happened to be there.
Well, I just figured that'd be the first place he'd head and hide the evidence. And luck was with me.
Well, they're both better off.
Much better.
Where's the picture?
Picture? Oh, you know, there wasn't any picture. That was just a shot in the dark. But it worked.
I'm very grateful, Alan. Just wish there was some way I could show it.
Well, there is. And someday I'll tell you about it.
And so, in one man's tortured mind at least, the deaths of Custer and his men were avenged. They sleep today where they made their last stand, on a high ridge above the Little Bighorn. Now, here is a picture of the battlefield cemetery with its white markers, under the big sky of Montana. Many of you have probably visited it, for today it is one of our national monuments. Second only to the California gold rush of '49 was the '59 rush to Washoe, which later became the territory of Nevada. Claims were bitterly fought over on Sun Mountain's rocky slopes, in the bar rooms of mushrooming Virginia City, and the kangaroo courts, which awarded vast tracts to some and cut off others, such as Joe Plato, with as little as 10 feet of nothing.
Hi, Joe. Look at here what I'm stuck with, Abe. Just about enough land to bury me in. They don't stick me in sideways.
Well, it's better than the claim I just quit. 10 feet's enough to work.
Well, why this 10 feet with a cliff on one side and a spike fence on the other?
Yes, I know. I heard about the trial. But I don't figure Sandy Bowers would have strung this wire if you hadn't knocked out his 2 front teeth.
Well, I'd have knocked out more if he'd had him.
And from reports, well, you wasn't exactly diplomatic with Judge Newcomb either.
Well, everybody knows he's crooked as a dog's hind leg, Abe.
Yes, but it didn't help your case none but telling him so to his face.
Guess not. But after digging and sweating here for almost 4 years,
No, that's what's the matter.
Huh?
You're all frazzled out. All work and no play for 4 years would set any young buck on edge.
Maybe I ought to go up to San Francisco and take me a vacation.
No, I recommend that. And if I was you, I'd really tie one on.
Might change my luck. Here's to it, Abe.
While weeping under the willow with golden hair, my little one's quietly sleeping. Fair, fair, and golden hair, sang a lone mother while weeping. Fair, fair, and golden hair, under the willow she's
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful.
What do you expect? You already sang it 4 times in a row.
Well, my drunken friend keeps requesting it.
Encore now. Under the willows, under the willow. Beautiful. Encore! Come on, encore!
Keep it warm. Now look, mister.
Hey, have a seat. Sit down.
That's all gone, honey. Flat broke. I sure would like to hear you sing that beautiful song again.
Look, mister, it's not a question of money.
I'll tell you what. You sing that song just one more time, and I'll give you half of everything I got in the world.
Thanks.
You think I'm fooling? I'm not fooling. I'll make it nice and legal. You got some paper?
Think we have enough witnesses?
Nah, this'll work. This'll do just fine. Yeah. Let's see now. San Francisco, 1859. You to half of claim. Signed, Joe Plato. There. Half of all my worldly possessions. Yours.
I'll guard it with my life.
Hey, don't you forget you're under the bargain now.
Once more.
Under the willow she's made with care, sang a lone mother while weeping.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Joe, Plato, wake up. What? I've been looking everywhere for you, boy. They've discovered pay dirt all along the upper ridge of Sun Mountain. Tons of the stuff. Pay dirt? Yeah. Sandy Bauer's ore's been assayed at more than $3,000 a ton, and the engineers say the veins got to extend into your claim. Them 10 feet of yours could be worth millions.
Millions, huh? Well, that's good because I need another drink.
Oh, Joe.
Hey, take it easy, will ya? My head's killing me.
you doing in San Francisco?
I ain't in San Francisco, and you ain't either. We're on our way back to Virginia City.
Well, fine friend you turned out to be. I thought I left you guarding my claim.
I left Paiute Pete guarding the claim, and if I wasn't a friend of yours, I wouldn't have come all the way from Washoe to California to find you. Took me more than a week. Why, darn you had to turn San Francisco upside down before I spied you in that gutter.
Look, I may have spent all my money, but I never wound up decorating the gutter.
Well, you wasn't exactly decorating it, but you was sure there.
All right, all right. Well, look, anyway, what was so all-fired important you had to drive this wreck hundreds of miles to find me, anyway?
You don't remember the thing, do you?
About what?
Sun Mountain, boy, Sun Mountain. They struck it rich and right in spitting distance of your claim.
Rich? Whereabouts?
Well, Sandy Bowers, practically all the Henry Comstock's, Dickens, O'Reilly's claim, McLaughlin.
Well, why didn't you tell me about this before? That 10 feet of mine could be worth millions, Abe.
Move over.
What'd the engineer say?
What's the assay report? Oh, sample's no good, huh?
Not the surface stuff. From the assay reports on the other claims, he practically guarantees that there's rich ore right here. But he says the vein slants down under here. So you'll need a shaft. Well, what am I going to do? Hang out over the cliff on a skyhook while I drive it in?
Well, how about that side? You can get an easement from Sandy Bowers.
No, he swore he'd never give me an inch of right away.
I thought you two were friends.
Not since Joe done some dental work on him.
There's only one answer. A single vertical shaft. If we can squeeze it into these 10 feet. You think we can?
Well, now, just about. But, Joe, when you start to sink a shaft straight down, it's going to take an awful lot of timber.
Well, lumber's selling about $60 a thousand. You got any money, Abe?
Spent my last dime on these supplies.
You, Pete?
You're welcome to what I've got.
Afraid it wouldn't help us much.
Now, here. Why couldn't we cut our own timber? I know a place down here about 1.5 miles is a pretty fair stand of willow trees.
A little further down the mountainside, just under the willows, there's some logs.
Under the willows? Say, you wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
About what?
Well, guess there's just one thing to do, boys, and that's go and find out. I'll pay you back, Pete.
Where are you going?
Back to the Golden Peacock.
Golden Peacock?
In San Francisco.
You are crazy.
I sure hope so. Come on, boy.
Say, wasn't this the Golden Peacock?
Yeah, but it flew away.
Oh, kiss me quick and go, my honey. Kiss me quick and go. To cheat, surprise, and lying.
Hold it, sweetheart. Something?
You were here when this was the Golden Peacock, weren't you?
Oh, yeah. Big Heart threw in an extra $1 for me when he bought the place.
Oh, I didn't know it had changed hands.
Say, look, if you're hunting for Dude Martin, he's sold out.
No, I don't care about him. I'm looking for the girl singer that used to be here. I think her first name might be Kathy.
Yeah, and her last name might be McGillicuddy. Only it isn't. It's Mo Queen. You're wasting your time, Lochinvar. She ain't here.
Well, have you got any idea where she might be?
Well, she took off for Virginia City. Some sucker gave her a part interest in a gold mine out there. Hey, you're...
The sucker.
Quick and go, my honey. Kiss me quick and go.
Come in.
Welcome to Virginia City. It's all right. I'll leave the door open. I wouldn't want anybody to get any wrong ideas about a nice girl like you.
I'm surprised you remembered me at all, considering.
My condition? I know. That's why I came to see you, to apologize.
You didn't do anything to apologize for. In fact, I thought you were very nice.
Well, I must have liked you, too, to do what I did. I don't remember exactly what happened. You see, I'm just not used to drinking.
You did pretty well for a beginner.
Yeah, I guess I was just blowing off steam after working my claim for almost 4 years without a day off.
You've worked 4 years on your claim? The one you gave me half of for a song?
That's right. I still haven't taken anything out of it except eating money. If I keep working at it, though, maybe I can...
But that doesn't seem very fair. You doing all the work and me getting half.
Well, now, maybe we could make it fair.
I'm perfectly willing to...
Pardon me. The door was open. I didn't know you had a visitor. See you later, Barker.
Any time at all, Mr. Martin.
Mr. Plato came to apologize. He thought that maybe that night...
That's right.
Apologize? How did he know you were here?
I just happened to read it in the society column of the Enterprise.
Oh, yes, the Enterprise. They sell it in San Francisco, too. Personally, I like its headlines better than its society news. And I quote, "New silver and gold discoveries made in Washoe. Virginia City headquarters for new millionaires. Rich strikes made on Sun Mountain."
Not on my claim.
Oh, there will be when it's properly developed. I've just been out scouting the area. Our property looks very promising.
Your property?
Miss Mulqueen's. I'm her business advisor. And in that capacity, I just checked the legality of that cute little deed you wrote. Judge Newcomb says it's 100% binding.
Judge Newcomb's a crook.
He doesn't think too much of you, either.
Not that he's any worse than you two. You play up to me, get me drunk, then steer me into a stupid thing like signing over half my mine.
You're just as stupid sober.
Of course, you can buy back our share if you're interested for, say, 50,000.
I wouldn't give you 50 cents.
Maybe, Sandy Bowers would like an extra 5 feet.
Just try selling it to him.
I don't think I will at that. The price might go up.
It won't do you any good to hold on, either. You can't sink a shaft in 5 feet.
Neither can you. And I happen to know you're dead broke. So let's just see who gets frozen out first.
You look doggone sweaty for a man that's being froze out.
We can haul enough of this out of here before they know what we're up to. Maybe Joe can get the 50,000 to pay him off.
I don't care if this mine yields 50 million. I'm not paying any blackmail.
You better start to cool down now, boy. That little lady's got you dead to rights.
Don't feel bad, Joe. You're not the first man to get bamboozled by a saloon tootsie.
She's no saloon tootsie. I don't even think she'd try to... Well, what I mean is, I wouldn't even mind giving her half of what we take out of here. But that dude Martin...
Herb Barker.
What's he want?
I'll take it easy. He's a bad one with a gun.
Only if a man's not wearing one of his own.
Being real naughty, boys. Working a claim that don't belong to you.
Who says it doesn't?
Friend of mine.
Named Dude Martin?
Maybe.
You working for him now?
Me? No, I'm here on official business. A special officer of the district court.
You, an officer?
Maybe this'll convince you.
What is it?
Restraining order. Signed by another one of my friends.
Judge Newcomb.
Yeah, you'd better do what he says. It's time we got some law and order in this here town.
What is it supposed to restrain you from?
From trespassing on the 5 feet belonging to Miss Kathy Mulqueen.
You'd say which 5 feet belong to her.
Nope, but it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
No. We'll limit our excavation to 5 feet. On top, where they can see it. But we're spreading out below, where it counts.
You're a glutton for punishment. If Judge Newcomb...
He's not stopping me. She's not stopping me. Nobody's stopping me.
You all right, Pete? You need any help?
I'll manage.
Once more. All right. Quitting time. Quitting time, Pete. All right.
You sure you got enough grub?
Yeah, thanks to Pete's ma.
I still don't like it. You're sleeping down here.
Plenty of room, complete privacy, no rent to pay. What more could I ask for?
Pure randomness.
Kathy,
You've been avoiding me.
avoiding you? I've been busy looking out for your interests.
My interests are changing, dude. I'm a singer, not a conniver.
Well, if this letter is what I think it is, you'll be the richest singer in the whole West.
What is it?
Dividends on a pretty big investment I made in your behalf.
That doesn't tell me any more than you've been telling me all along.
This is a 100% guarantee from old Judge Newcomb that if anything should happen to Plato, the whole claim will be legally yours.
If anything should happen to him.
Well, we wouldn't want it tied up in red tape for years, just in case something did.
Something like what?
How would I know? Mining's a hazardous profession.
I hope you're not thinking of making it any more hazardous.
I really have left you alone too long, haven't I? You must have spent your time reading those dime thrillers. Don't worry. If anything should happen to Plato, it will be his own fault.
Hold it right there. I wouldn't turn around. Just crawl right back up that ladder before I shoot you in the back like you've shot others. Tell Dude Martin I'll be waiting for him if he comes, too.
It isn't even all the way daylight yet.
Give him more time, there's no telling what he might pull.
All we know is what that gunslinger friend of yours told us.
He knows what he saw. 5 feet of shaft on top, another 5 feet down below. You're 5 feet. I want you to see it with your own eyes. Maybe you'll stop worrying about him.
I haven't been...
I know what's going on in your mind. You'll see you need somebody like me to look out for you.
Well, dude, always the perfect gentleman. Let the lady come down the ladder first in case I got a gun in my hand.
Maybe you should have. I got your message.
Barker's a better messenger than I thought. He didn't deliver yours.
If he had, it would have been in the line of duty, enforcing the court order he gave you. Well, you see?
You are using the whole width.
Well, of course I am. I always intended giving you your share. I still do. There can't be anything to give unless I got some room to work.
Don't let him get around you, Kathy. He never had any idea of giving you a cent.
You're a liar as well as a coward. Now get out of here and go back to Virginia City and your thieving friends.
We'll see who's a coward.
all right. We'll get into a doctor.
But the ladder's broken.
My men will be along soon. We'll haul him up on the rope.
All he thought about was himself. But you could have gotten killed. What made you?
I don't know.
I think I do. And I'm glad you don't hate me. You see, I never wanted to hold you to that deed. And I'm not going to.
Maybe I want to be held to it.
Pete's on the way back to town with him. You want me to try to haul you two up now?
Never mind about hauling us up. Just lower a preacher.
They weren't married at the bottom of the mine shaft, but the ceremony was performed that very day, and the mine proved as rich as predicted, providing handsomely for Joe and Kathy Plato until they finally sold out for a veritable fortune.